Welcome to our farewell session of the day. Farhad and I are just going to say a couple of words about the event and about how things have gone. After this, we'll head to the wide staircase outside and do a group photo. So hopefully we'll be able to have a couple of people trade, passing a phone around, taking some photos so we can get everybody in at least one photo. So just a little bit about the event overall. This is a pie chart that shows the participation fees that we collected. Not everybody's on there because a lot of people had waived fees, and that's totally great. Our goal was never to keep people out who didn't have money. Our goal was merely to be able to run the kind of event we wanted to run, and this is what made it possible. About 150-ish people signed up for remote participation. We typically had between 10 and 20 participants on a stream. So the vast majority of people have been here in the room with you, but I'm very happy that those who are remote were able to participate. So overall, I think if it's rare that this kind of event actually asks for a fee, so I wanted to give you a little bit of insight into where they were going and how it all worked out. Our overall income, sort of minus processing fees and everything, was $11,009.22. Every request to lower or waive a fee was granted. It's not a problem at all. Our projected expenses right now, we don't exactly know what they are because we haven't got the count of coffee yet. But sort of based on a reasonable assumption, it was $11,280.66. That's what my spreadsheet says. This is mostly travel expenses for speakers. The second most expensive bit was AV equipment, and the third most is coffee. We'll see if that's actually true because I saw a lot of coffee being drunk, and that is great. Facilities here were generously provided by OST at no cost to the event. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to do it. So thank you, Farhad, for setting that up.
You're welcome.
Not only were they provided at no charge, Farhad has worked extremely hard. So remember how I asked you all to apply and then I had to reject like half of you? That's because we had a tiny little room with no air conditioning. And then I find out, wait, now we have a bigger room with air conditioning. And then I find out a little bit later, halfway through the first day, we get to double the size of the room and everybody gets to come. Unfortunately, it was too late for a few people who had changed their plans, but thanks to really hard work by Farhad, canvassing and getting people to move their schedules around and rebook their classes, we've had this room. So our overall result is that we essentially broke even and that we're gonna make some nice edited videos and that'll just come out of the HF General Fund, no problem whatsoever.
Thank you, David.
Yeah.
And I'd like to thank the HF sponsors because another thing that all of these sponsors made possible is that I have a job and I can sit here and plan this thing for weeks on end and learn how to stream videos and all these kind of things. Thank you so much to all of Haskell Foundation sponsors for making all of this possible. Likewise, I'd like to thank the 3 companies that paid full price corporate tickets, that being Artificial Labs, IOG, and Well-Typed. You all are great, and you put us in the black. Thank you so much. And of course, this event would not have been possible without all of the people who took time out of their lives and traveled from other continents, from many, many time zones away, just to come and talk to you all at no, and the only thing we're covering is their travel expenses. So all of their time preparing, all of that is done sort of based on the generosity of them and their employers. So a big hand to everybody who came here to give talks. Yeah. And also, of course, to the institutions who have whose time we have taken them from. We're only halfway through, right? Like we've got 3 days of ZeroHack coming up. So I didn't expect a lot of things to happen, but already we got 12 merge requests coming from this event. That is awesome. 3 of them are even merged. So thank you all for working hard. Yeah. So a couple of requests. The first is that ZeroHack could use a little bit of extra support this year. Due to economic climate, it's a bit harder to get sponsorship than usual. If you can sponsor personally, if that's something you can help with, please consider donating. You can see information on Zurich Friends of Haskell's webpage and also ask Farhad for details afterward for how to make that happen.
Sure.
And please continue using the tag on GitLab because that allows me to make cool slides saying, look at all the cool stuff that happened. And email me with other contributions where that's not an easy way to communicate it. All of the experts who came to speak are also signed up in order to answer questions in the coming 3 days. Please take advantage of their time. Don't be shy. They all want GHC to succeed and to be even more awesome than it is today. And that happens best by you learning as much as you can from them during these 3 short days. And I'll be sending out a survey to everybody who participates, both online and offline. Please answer it. It'll help us evaluate whether we should do this event, whether we should do a similar event, whether we should do no event, how to make it better, all these things. That's how we keep improving. Please answer the survey.
Thanks very much, David, as well. So David came up to me at Haskell Exchange in London and said, hey, it would be nice if we maybe could meet 3 days before and have a workshop on the compiler. And having students who have worked on the compiler and not being able to contribute properly, I thought this would be a great idea. And it was sort of like an idea, and it's really great to see that it really happened. It didn't just happen. I thought there would be 20 people here, and we ended up getting more than 70. I mean, it was really great. So thank you very much, David, for really putting everything together. And yeah, of course, I hope this allows the GHC compiler to get even better and even better, because I have my functional programming course in Haskell and I can't change it to any other language. So I hope that you guys, this is my hidden agenda here. Yeah.
So we're going to, at the request of a participant, we are going to take a group photo, which I think is a great request. So those who would like to participate in a group photo, we're going to meet on the wide staircase. That's the one, that direction, I think. Yes, that direction, rather than this direction. Go that way. As soon as we're done talking here, we'll line up, we'll take a group photo, and then you can come up here and find Vlad for the session on the parser out in the hallway afterward. Please take all of your glasses and cups and everything out if you're with you, because otherwise I have to do it, which I'm happy to do, but if you take it with you, that's even better. I think that's our last point, right? Yeah. Thank you for coming. Have a great Zura hack. I've only been to one before, but it was one of the highlights of the year. I hope that this one is just as good as the last one. Thank you all.
Thanks.
I also want to thank Brian for running around with the microphone and helping out with all the build things. I forgot to put him on my slides, and thus I forgot to say it. And also Whitney, I don't know if you're going to see this live stream, but thank you so much for making all the name tags and certificates and taking care of all the payment information. And also to all the volunteers who showed up unexpectedly and answered questions, thank you. All right. Have a great Zura hack.